We are on a bit of a bike ride. Got my mate Alex back there, Alicia, Tay. Just another Sunday getting in some exercise out in this Gold Coast sun.
That was great.
I could have gone to Downing Street.
Oh, too fast. No, she's aiming for 17 now. 17.
I'm always supposed to care.
Oh!
Thought you enjoyed it. That was pretty good.
I think I enjoyed the drinking side of playing. That was brilliant.
Still too much. I did too much.
Too much.
So we have just gone to the gym and I'm about to make another meal, but I'm also going to do some meal prep and get some stuff sorted just so I'm really basic with my meals this week. So what I'm doing is I'm prepping some spudlight. So I cut that up first, then I boil it, and then I'll put it in the air fryer. Okay, so I'm about to make my second meal. If you've seen my Instagram, you've probably seen me make this. This is my Old Faithful in prep. So I do 150 grams of egg whites on the stove, and then I do 4 corn thins with 20 grams of peanut butter and lots of salt, but we've switched to light peanut butter to save some fats. Also, I'm gonna have to steal this. I like putting this on top because it makes them go like a bit fluffier. It's like a fluffy omelette. Jake so kindly put the peanut butter in the fridge.
That was an accident.
So she's gonna be hard to spread. We will make it work. Flat surface. Oh, see? See, this is what happens when you refrigerate peanut butter. It's not good. Delicate hands. Oh, and that's just zeroed out. It's not my day today. So there's all my rice cakes. As you can see, lots of salt. And then I will show you. So it's all flipped. And then what I do is I literally just use the spatula and I just like divide this into 4. And then I just put like a quarter. As you can see, it's not really good with one hand. So I literally just put 1/4 on each rice cake. And that's it. Delicious. And there we have it. Not the most aesthetic meal in the world, but does the job. And this actually keeps them quite full, surprisingly, because it's not very high cal, but egg whites, that's what you need. Potatoes boiling away. Stunning.
Okay, so I've got brown rice, 200 grams, cooked in my little single serve rice cooker. Then I've got some chicken breast, 240 grams raw. So that's around 200 grams cooked to go on top. I like stuff a bit spicy. Oopsie.
A bit.
I like stuff a little bit spicy, so we're going to run some jalapenos on there.
What's that one?
Sriracha.
Just for a bit of spice.
And then for a little creamy, just a little hit of the QP.
And that's the 50% fat one?
Yep. Just 10 grams of QP.
Delicious.
Measurement card. So big drops in the last, how long now? Probably 13 days, two weeks.
The last 2 days especially, maybe go this way. The last 2 days especially, I've dropped both mornings.
And we're
4 weeks out this Sunday.
2.7, 3.4 kilos in 2 weeks. So we haven't run any high days or anything yet. We're just going to push through. We do have a photo shoot next week. So we're going to use that opportunity to run a couple of high days for both of us.
Yay.
Just to fill out, look a bit better for the shoot, have a bit of energy, but also just retest Alicia's tolerance to the load and the food, so we don't get to Italy and run into any digestive problems, which can happen if you're dieting on, minimal. Just relax this down here. If you're dieting on minimal food, that's going to have an impact on your digestive system, your digestive enzymes. Then if you're overeating the same foods over and over again, which Alicia's pretty good, she doesn't just stick to like 3 or 4 foods, you get digestive enzyme burnout. If you just stick to minimal foods, like, you hear people just doing chicken and rice and all that sort of crap, it's like, that's a fast track way to get yourself into gut issues as your calories get lower. And then good luck trying to carb up on that when your body's exhausted that digestive enzyme for rice and chicken, and then you go carb up on more chicken and rice, and you end up bloated. So there's a lot more that goes into these things than just calories in, calories out. Breathing in. Do it live. This was 3.75. You've got my straws wrong.
No, I don't. I'm just slippery.
2.75. That's good. Front of arm. This was 1/4 ml, which is pretty much the lowest on skin fold. We call that skin thickness. So she's at skin thickness again. Is good. Just face that way and keep your arms relaxed. See, if she turns, so just to keep your legs, if she turns her body this way, see how it's stretching that skin out? That's going to change how we take this test. So it is very important when I do this to have people in a specific position. That one's the same, but that's pretty close to skin thickness facing that way. Tricep, so this is what we call an estrogen pattern site. Often we see...
that one hurts.
Yeah, it's down. Often we see as that goes down, the lower body goes down because they're both more estrogen pattern sites. And we just have thigh, which we'll do off camera because it involves sitting, but then we'll run through these results. Okay, results time. So let's look at body diameters. Arm is down 0.5 centimetre, waist is down 1 centimetre, backside is down 2 centimetres. So that shows us that her body is getting indeed smaller, which we know, so it's good to track those things. Looking at that, her thigh skin fold, so the skin fold picks up the fat, the skin above the muscle. Now, there's a certain amount of skin thickness which varies based on your body, like what body part, like skin at the front of the arm tends to be really, really thin versus for some people, skin on the thigh tends to be thicker. So there's only going to be a level where that gets to no more changes. It doesn't mean you're not losing body fat, it's just a limitation of this test. So her thigh is down 2 millimeters, her ab is down 1 millimeter, her triceps down 1/4 millimeter, back down 1/4 millimeter. So all in all, she's lost 2.7 kilos over 2 weeks. Now, 1 kilo of that is around about what we call lean mass. Now, when someone is weight training, has a high protein intake, but we're adjusting their carbohydrate intake down and they're expending more energy, we know the first available energy source is going to be carbohydrates. So as that client uses the carbohydrates to fuel their workouts, recover, and those carbohydrates get lower, they become unbound with water, and then you lose some of that water weight, which is also why you urinate a lot when you're dieting. So
This here, we know that she's flat, which, you know, we both are because it's a 12-week prep. There's no real time for high days just yet. We need to get quite close to the show, as I explained. We'll do a mock run around 2.5, 3 weeks out, and then boom, into the show. So looking at that, that's about about a 2 kilo fat loss over 2 weeks. So about a kilo a week she's losing of actual real weight fat, which is around 7,700 expended calories per week. So right now, we're not going to adjust anything until Friday, today being Tuesday. So we're going to run 4 more days and see how her weight continues to trend down, because she's been having big drops. But weight drops aren't linear, guys. So what that means is you're not just going to, because you had a good day yesterday, your weight's going to drop the next day. What you do for 2-3 days may not reflect until 2, 3, 4, 7 days later, based on inflammation, glycogen stores, and also how your body's using that energy throughout the week. So we would just want to track the trend a little bit longer. Does she stabilize or does she continue to drop? If she continues to drop at this rate and training performance starts to take a dive, we'll chat about implementing a high day for that as well.
So this is my next meal for today. So there's a bunch of salad under there, Spud Light, then I've got some extra lean beef mince with some taco seasoning, and then I just put some cheese on top. Usually I'd have some salsa, but I didn't have any, so I went with barbecue sauce. Yum.
Okay, so this is my afternoon snack. I hope you can see that down there. There we go. So I've been using this Coles 85% lower carb bread. It's actually got really good macros. 198 calories for 2 slices, 21.4 grams of protein, 9.2 grams of fat, and carbs are 3.3, and then the fiber is 8. So tastes really good. If you're from New Zealand, you'll know Vogel's bread, and it tastes like that when you toast it and it goes nice and hard. I've got some tomato, a couple of eggs, and then I've been using this spice on the eggs. It's pretty good.
Good morning and happy Friday. We are heading back to the studio today because we need to finish off the content that we couldn't do last week while Jake was being sick. So also doing a few little things for the upcoming challenge, which I know you guys are excited for. So I'll show you a few little things we do today.
Sick again. I've got to give it a bit of heat off the start. So we're on evening steps today. So
Sunset view.
little sunset view, how nice. But we have had a big day. It's been a big week. We both thought it was Wednesday.
Sadly, it is not.
It's not, it's Tuesday. Still many more work days to go. So
We're struggling.
I was just saying to Alicia that because we chose to extend our build, we basically have to push harder for this prep situation, which means you're running on far less of a energy equation. You've got a lot more output, a lot lower calories. And how does that make you feel?
Not great. She's feeling tired.
Yeah, we both feel tired. Like even holding this 300-gram camera is pumping my doubt up because we're just hitting it hard. But that's why I don't prescribe 12-week preps to anyone but myself or someone I'm in direct proximity with and can control.
Can look after me.
Because it isn't something like if you were to do this by yourself, it would be even more mentally challenging and strenuous if you didn't or haven't done this before. You are unaware of how you should be feeling.
Especially if you have real life things to do, like work and look after people, which we don't. We just have dogs, but
yeah, we have
I was
dogs
just saying to Jake,
work.
Even my work ethic, I can feel myself dropping significantly, which is hard because I'm just in survival mode, but it is what it is. Short term.
This is a good case in point for all of you people out there that think you only need 12 weeks to get ready.
Good luck.
You probably don't. Look,
You want more.
to be fair, I do have a handful of clients that I can get ready in a very short prep because they naturally stay very, very lean.
Genetic anomalies, they like
normally,
to call those.
normally I can get away with sort of like a 8 to 10 week prep if I've been competing, but I've had a year and a bit off, so had a decent build phase, so accumulated a little bit more body fat than between shows I have in the past, but looking like I'm up around 2 to 3 kilos lean weight, stage weight. So hopefully with a bit of fullness on that extra tissue, that might equate to 4 or 5 kilos stage weight for me this year. So that's a lot for me at this stage in the game. But I did lose a lot of muscle in my hamstrings and legs because I had 3 back-to-back hamstring tears, which sucked a big fat one. And then I couldn't train correctly for a large portion of that. So pretty. You and the ocean. I said Twizzler. We just perked up because we realised there's a 7-Eleven on the way home and they do sugar-free slushies.
Straight in my
And there's
basket.
a 100% chance that 2 are going to get annihilated right here. Slushy time. Goods acquired. Party in the 7-Eleven car park. Honestly, waited so long for this. Probably only like 30 minutes, but since we got the idea, but man, it's so worth the wait. Best $1.50 I've spent.
Treats after
And
steps.
2025. Hey, so yesterday was a public holiday, so we missed out on our usual grocery day. So we're running on fumes today, but Alicia loaded us up. So eggs as protein, stevia for sweetening things, corn thins carbs. Alicia's got us some jelly and these 2 fruits to do as desserts, super low calorie if we get a bit snackish, which tends to happen. Proteins, chicken, mince and chicken breast. Alicia has these puddings if she feels like something sweet. I run fruit a couple of times a day. Alicia does the berries. We've been getting into these where we boil them with the skin on, smash them down, then air fry them. Pretty good. Alicia's been doing these wraps with a patty on it and flipping it. Also pretty good. More protein with steak, lean beef mince. We're going to be carving up on Thursday, Friday for the photo shoot this weekend. So these bad boys will come into play. Electrolytes because it's pretty humid right now. Variety of veg. We always just try and mix it up what's in season. That's pretty much it for our main sources. Okay, so this is Alicia's dinner here. What are we running?
We are running some cognac noodles with beef flavouring, chicken, broccolini, asparagus, kale, carrot, capsicum, onion, and yeah, that's my little dish.
Delish. And this is mine over here. So boiled carrots, boiled, then barbecued broccolini and asparagus, you can see underneath there. I fillet, which I pound in, garlic, salt, pepper, Spud Light, boiled in baking soda, then air fried, then a little bit of cheese and onion put on top to finish it off. So
Delicious.
prep, doing the most with the least.
It's tan time. Jenna is here and she is doing our team shoot on Saturday with us. So we are going to get tans done and then we're going to come home, hang out with Jake, have some dinner, and the next thing you guys will see is our photo shoot day, a little bit of BTS, and Jenna's going to shoot some of that as well for you.
I'm so excited to feel like a glam princess.
All tanned.
All tanned.
Yay.